Hello, it's nice to greet you. Does your dog seem to be in pain? Perhaps it's limping, lethargic, or has just suffered an injury. At that moment, many people think, I'll give it some Tylenol, just like I would for myself. But that decision, even with the best intentions, can seriously endanger your pet's life. Today you'll discover why Tylenol, also known as paracetamol or acetaminophen, can be extremely dangerous for dogs, what the symptoms of poisoning are, and what you should do if your dog accidentally ingests it. Stay until the end because some symptoms appear several hours later, and recognizing them in time can mean the difference between life and death. What is Tylenol? Tylenol is one of the most widely used pain relievers for humans to alleviate pain and fever. It's sold without a prescription in many countries, so many families have it at home. The problem is that a dog's body processes this medication very differently than a human's. While we eliminate most of the medication without complications, dogs produce toxic substances during their metabolism that can destroy blood cells and cause serious liver damage. Even a relatively small amount can cause serious poisoning, especially in small dogs. Why is it so dangerous? Paracetamol primarily affects two important systems. The first is the blood. It can alter hemoglobin, which is responsible for transporting oxygen throughout the body. When this happens, tissues stop receiving enough oxygen, and the dog begins to weaken rapidly. The second organ affected is the liver. This medication can cause severe liver damage that, without treatment, can progress to life-threatening liver failure. In some cases, the poisoning progresses so rapidly that the first few hours are critical. Symptoms of poisoning. The signs can vary depending on the amount ingested, the size of the dog, and the time elapsed. The most frequent symptoms include vomiting, extreme weakness, loss of appetite, rapid breathing, brown, grayish, or blue gums, swelling of the face or paws, excessive salivation, lethargy, collapse, seizures in severe cases. Many owners believe their dog is just tired, when in reality the poisoning is already progressing. What to do if your dog ingested Tylenol? The first thing is to remain calm. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. Contact your veterinarian or an emergency veterinary clinic immediately. Never attempt to treat poisoning at home using home remedies. Also, do not induce vomiting without professional guidance, as in some cases it can worsen the situation. If possible, bring the medication container with you so the veterinarian knows exactly what product your dog ingested and at what concentration. The faster your dog receives medical attention, the greater the chances of recovery. Which medications are safe? Many owners think that if a medication works for people, it will also work for dogs. But this is a very dangerous mistake. There are veterinary pain relievers specifically formulated for dogs, with dosages calculated according to their weight, age, and health status. Only a veterinarian can determine the appropriate medication. Never substitute veterinary treatment with medications from your home medicine cabinet. How to prevent accidents? The best way to avoid poisoning is prevention. Store all medications in places where your dog cannot reach them. Never leave pills on tables, nightstands, or open bags. If several people live in the house, make sure everyone knows that no human medication should be given to a pet without veterinary authorization. Education can prevent very serious accidents. Conclusion. Although Tylenol is a common and safe medication for many people, in dogs it can become a potentially deadly poison. If your pet is in pain, has a fever, or is otherwise unwell, always consult a veterinarian before giving them any medication. Remember, a simple tablet may seem harmless, but administered without supervision, it can have devastating consequences. If this video helped you protect your best friend, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to continue learning how to care for your dog's health with information based on veterinary medicine. And tell us in the comments, did you know that Tylenol could be so dangerous for dogs?